Now that we have seen couple of annotations and created couple of test cases as well, right? Now in the real-time project, you may have hundred of such classes created, right? And you may have hundreds of test cases inside these classes. Now, if in case, I mean, what we are doing right now is we are going into each class and we are doing right click, run as test ng test, right? So in real time, we won't be going to each class one by one and we'll be running it. We need something that is like a collection of all these test cases, and that is what is called as a test suite. So in case of testng, the test suite is available in a form of a XML file, right? By default, we name it as testng.xml. If you go to the testng documentation, you'll find testng.xml file over here, right? This is how a testng XML looks like. You need not to do anything, just copy this file and create a .xml file with this syntax. So there are two ways to generate it. Either you should generate it manually, copy it in Notepad and save it with extension testng.xml, and then you need to copy it to let's say the root of your project. This is one way of doing it. The other way is since we have already added a testng plugin to Eclipse, we can simply right click on our project and we can go to testng. We can click on convert to testng. It will automatically gonna pick up these three classes. See, if we have 10 other classes over here which don't have any testng annotation, it won't pick that class. It will only gonna pick those classes where we have test annotations, right? So automatically three classes are picked. Now what I'll do, I'll for the timing as it is, I'll click on finish. It will be added to the root of our project. If you open this, from here, you need to select source. You'll see the same XML code added over here. This is what we have seen over here, right? So first one is the XML version, then doc type with the testng link, then starting suit tag and ending suit tag. This is like HTML, starting HTML, ending HTML, right? Suit name, you can give it any, you can name it as a functional suit, right? Test thread count is not required at the moment. What is thread count? We'll be discussing it very soon. Thread count is mainly used when we'll be running parallel tests, right? So right now we are not focusing on parallel. Later on we'll be studying about parallel test execution as well. So here the name I can give it as any name. I'll name it as login test. Right now in this test we have three classes. So if I run this test in the report, it will only gonna show us one single test. So what I'll gonna do, I'll copy this and create three test tags and make sure all the test tag name should be different. This is because if you keep the same name, test engine will gonna throw an exception. So give the second name as, let's say, validate title test. Third test name, okay, this is not the second one, this is the third one. So second one is this, and the third one is we have tested dependency test, right? So over here we're gonna keep just one class, that is test case 1. Here test case 2, and here test case 3, right? In order to format this file, control shift F, right? So this is your suite file. Now you need not to go to individual file, you just right click on it, say run as testng suite, and you're gonna see that total test run 7. In the report it will gonna show you, see, login test, validate title test, dependency test, and in those what all @ test annotations were there. Total pass 3, failed 2, skip 2, right? So this is how you create a test suite and you run your individual test cases, you combine them in a test suite, and it will be run in a sequence which you provide over here. So the sequence will be followed based on your testng XML file. All right.